All right, back at it again here. We had some good games yesterday. They weren't particularly close. So hopefully we get some better games today. But I mean, we got the Mavericks, so we gotta take on Dallas here. Our second loss was a 3-point loss to the Mavs. They beat us in the second half, in both quarters. Jason Terry, 24 points. Dirk had a terrible game. I shut him down. Sean Marion was on the team at that point, so now we got Sean Marion going against his former team, and Lamar Odom going to be coming back home to play against us. In this game, Odom didn't do anything, so we're not losing much. I had a 21-10 with 5 blocks, 8 for 11, 2 threes, 4 offensive boards, and it was still not enough. Kobe 6 for 15, Artest 3 for 10, 0 for 5 from 3. It was disappointing, but hopefully this time we can make it work. They're 500 team. We are not a 500 team. We're 27-5, so we're doing pretty good here. We're not too worried. I'm getting up towards 10 rebounds a game. I've been having some good rebounding games. My points are dipping, but that's fine. Like Kobe started the season a little slow offensively, so I was averaging more points, but he's averaging 15 points this season now. There it is, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! Eat that, Dirk.
He's able to defend that well and get steals because his position with his feet is always excellent. On the other side,
you know, it's kind of sad as a Mavs fan to be playing. Oh no! That was a swat and a half. It's kind of sad to be playing against the Mavericks right now, trying to beat him after all that we're going through as Mavs fans. Plus the fact that I'm playing for the Lakers. But again, I don't like the Lakers, but I don't hate the Lakers because of that trade. I mean, every team in the league, every team in the league, if you called them and said, there's Lamar Odom, he's starting. He's got a new number though. He's not number 6 anymore.
I thought made a big impact was their ability to knock down the three-point shot consistently.
No, come on now. Come on now. I thought that was a decent shot. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Swat him. Oh my word, he's too good. Am I still a Mavs fan? Not really, no. Not really, no. Oh, put it up. Artest, you're so open. Guys, we passed up 2 open threes to hit a long 2. Come on. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Mavs right now. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know, the more that comes out, now it's, you know, maybe it was just the GM doing his own thing. Maybe the ownership wasn't involved. But I don't know. I still feel like if it was just the GM, then the owners would have fired him. Right? Like, how have the owners not fired this guy if it was just him? So, oh, Artest, you can't hit that. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, it's a weird situation. I mean, but I mean, like I say, if it's like a Zion or Joel Embiid situation with Luka going forward, well, maybe it's a good deal, but I still don't think you do it. Even if I still don't think you do it, even if you think he's going to get injured. I don't know. He's been a Dallas guy. Dallas guy his whole life. He just bought a $15 million house last week or last month. Like that's crazy. Like, he literally just bought a house. That tells you that he had no idea this was happening. Oh, come on. That would have been an assist. So yeah, no, he definitely wasn't aware that this was coming. You know, he wanted to be in Dallas his whole career, or at least for a very long time. So, I don't know. Yeah, I heard that he was, like, sad and mad and all that. I mean, it seems the more seems the more I hear about it, it seems like it was the new GM was not as big a fan of Luka. Oh, that was just a 2. Yeah, I think the new GM was not really as big a fan of Luka as obviously other people in the organization, because this GM hasn't been around for more than a couple of years, and he probably wanted Luka to, like, stop drinking and get in shape and all this, and Luka's like, yeah, I don't care, and this guy took it personally and was like, whatever, I worked at Nike, I'm friends with LeBron, I'm friends with AD, I'd rather have AD than this Luka guy who can't stay in shape. And so he just straight up pulled the trigger on the trade. But I mean, he had to have some sort of oh, here we go, Marion against his former team, big dunk. But I mean, the GM had to have some sort of, like, confirmation from the ownership, right? Like, the ownership, like, you can't just do this without telling ownership, although Mark Cuban didn't know, but Mark Cuban is only a minority owner. He's not the majority owner anymore. So, I don't know. Yeah, LA have a new face for the next 10 years. It's true. Again, if he can stay in shape. Again, that's what I say. Like, the one thing that maybe could redeem this is if somehow Luka just never gets back into shape. But I wouldn't want that. I mean, I like Luka. I want him to be good. But yeah, I've always been a little bit, like the new generation of fans that, like, they follow players, they don't follow teams. Like, for me, again, I always just grew up a Mavs fan, but also I was a Dirk fan, so it was easy to be, a fan of both. Because Dirk never left. But I was always like, oh, I don't understand this. Why are these guys, like, they follow players, they're not following teams? Like, I'm just a Mavs fan, I'm not a fan of, like, players. But I mean, after this, I'm kind of like, well, I can see where they're coming from. I can be a fan of a player, I'm pretty sure the next time LA plays in Dallas, if Luka plays, I can guarantee you every, like, fan is going to be cheering for Luka. So, yeah, like, which again, it's kind of unfortunate for, like, Anthony Davis and, like, some of the other guys, like, on the Mavs, because, like, it's not their fault, right? Like, the fans are going to probably be booing at the games. They're not going to be booing the players, though. They're booing the ownership. They're booing the GM. But it's still probably not easy to play, a basketball game where everybody's, like, mad and booing the whole time, or if Luka comes to play, they're cheering the guy on the other team. Like, I'm sure the players would understand it, but I mean, it doesn't mean that it's easy to play in that environment. So that's unfortunate, because again, it's not AD's fault. AD's probably excited to get a new chance to play with a new team, and hopefully he does really well. I have no ill will towards AD. It's not his fault. He didn't request out of LA. He didn't force this. It's all Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison. It's all on them and the ownership. Yeah, maybe LeBron will. Maybe LeBron will join the Warriors. I don't think so. I think LeBron's going to be. Wow. I think LeBron's going to be excited to play with Luka. Plus, Bronny is on the Lakers. He's not leaving Bronny behind. Or maybe LeBron needs to leave the Lakers because, he's too tall. I can't block him. Or maybe LeBron needs to leave the Lakers because you can't have two James, guys on the same team. There's only space for one. And so that's why Bronny hasn't been any good, because there's just not enough space for him on the team. But if LeBron leaves, maybe there would be. I don't know. Kyrie's used to booing. I mean, I guess, but again, it's not like It's not like anybody's going to boo the players. It's not their fault. They're going to boo the ownership and the GM.
6 seconds to shoot. Gasol backs him down. Easy shot.
No, Gasol is cooking today. I'm getting no rebounds. Maybe Jimmy Butler will go to the Warriors. I bet you'd like that. How can I not swat him? He's too tall. Dirk is too tall. I can't swat him.
Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Oh, we got the switch.
And here is Bryant. Baseline with the wide open look, and it's Artest missing.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually
Lamar
automatic.
Odom's been playing pretty well this game against his former team. And I missed. Jimmy doesn't want to join the Warriors. Oh.
Yep. So it's the Lakers now. Lamar Odom missing from long range. Gets in close. Graceful finish.
Jimmy doesn't want to join the Warriors. That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know if Jimmy Butler is going to get moved. Like, who wants him? Like, everybody knows that, like, Miami's in an awful position. Like, everyone knows that, like, Miami has no leverage. Because even if they don't trade Jimmy, then he's just going to opt into, like, this $60 million deal next year. And he'll still get his money, and Miami would be on the hook for all that money. And so, like, Miami has no leverage in the trade situation, so, like, they're not even going to get anything good for Jimmy. Swat him. Oh, and he gets it back. I don't know where Jimmy would go. I don't know what team works for him. Also, it's hard to know how good he is because he hasn't played much this season. Oh, Dirk swatted Kobe? Dirk's not really known for being a good defender, so that's kind of crazy. But again, we're struggling against this team. I don't know what it is, this team, that makes it so hard for us to win. But I mean, there was... Again, we did have the big trade. We got Sean Marion, they got Lamar Odom, so... the teams are definitely different than the last time we played. No, what is that? Oh, we needed that. We were down 6. But yeah, I mean, the Mavs have been doing... I mean, so the first time Luka was out this season for a little bit, the Mavs did pretty well. And then now that he's been out for a longer period of time, they've not been doing nearly as good. And so...
Here's Odom. No luck on the three-point attempt.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
So it's the Lakers now. 4-point game.
But yeah, I mean,
Gets it to go. Nice feed inside. Sets his team.
we'll see what the Mavs are able to do now with Anthony Davis. Because again, like I said, the Mavs in the extreme short term should be better. Because we're trading a two guys who are injured actually, Kleber and Doncic. We're trading 2 guys that are injured kind of semi-long term for 2 guys that play. So like as of like right now this week, we should be a lot better. But going forward for the next 5 years, we're definitely not better. So we'll see. Oh, Dirk, airball layup. Come on, we can tie it up here. Come on, Marion, put it up. Oh, tough. Felt like he could have taken an extra dribble there, but that's fine. But man, I mean, yeah, I know. I was about to say, like, the Luka trade, everyone's looking at the Luka trade. I don't think that's going to change too much, like, right now, because, again, he's still injured and recovering. But that Fox Wemby trade, that's going to be a big deal, like, immediately. Like, going to be changing some fortunes in San Antonio. I mean, San Antonio barely gave up anything in that trade. They didn't give up Sohan, they didn't give up Vassell, they didn't give up Castle, they only gave up like 1 or 2 picks. It's crazy. It is crazy though that like De'Aaron Fox commands more first-round picks than Luka Doncic, or Mikal Bridges is worth more first-round picks than Luka Doncic. Rudy Gobert is worth more first-round picks than Luka Doncic. I mean, you can just go through the number of players that are worth more picks than Luka because they only got one first, which is crazy. And I read somewhere, I don't know how accurate it is, but I read somewhere where that, like, it was supposed to be like Connect or Reeves or someone like that, as well as more firsts. And then Rob Pelinka was straight up like, nah, Luka's too fat, man. Like, he's out of shape. He's not worth that much. I'm like, that's crazy, dude. This Nico Harrison must be the worst negotiator in the history of the league. My word. Oh, what a three. Terry.
That's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
They weren't valuable, but I mean, they're still first-round picks. I mean, they gave Chicago their first back. Which that's going to be a valuable pick now that Chicago's tanking. Little hook shot. Dude, I can be the next Kareem if I can just figure out post moves. But my goodness, Wemby is so bad at post moves. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Spurs are now a playoff threat for sure. They gave up almost nothing and got Fox. I mean, I would say in the short term, oh my goodness, Jason Terry. I would say the Mavericks are more of a threat than they were last week, right? So if you're playing the Mavericks and you were hoping for an easy week, that's not happening, right? Anymore for the last, half of the season. Again, I mean, it could turn out to be the best trade ever. But I highly doubt it for the Mavericks. One is the Hornets, and it's top 15 protected. So it's like they gave 2 picks. Hey, 2 picks is still more than we got for Luka. 2 picks. And the Mavs traded a second rounder to get AD. Like, we gave up a second round pick to trade away Luka. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, that's wild. And one? Oh, we needed the end one there.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Good shots.
And Dallas has possession. 3-point lead.
Yeah, but I think something I said yesterday that I still kind of, like, even if we won the title this season, would I say that was a good trade? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my tune later, but right now, it's like, I would rather lose with our guy than win with another guy. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel. That'd be a weird situation. What a shot.
No surprise there, Kevin. One of the keys to the game is ability to light up a scoreboard, as we're seeing with our very own eyes.
But yeah, no, we'll see how it turns out. Again, I think time will tell about this trade.
Nowitzki is screened.
It will either go down as one of the dumbest trades ever or like the most brilliant trade ever. I don't think there's any in between. I mean, the only in between is if like Luka wins one title with LeBron like this year or next year, and Anthony Davis this year or next year wins one title in Dallas. Then Anthony Davis's body starts breaking down injuries, and Luka's body also starts breaking down injuries, and they like that's the only like even trade you kind of get. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. So we'll see. But yeah, I know the Spurs. I have 0 rebounds this game. Oh, look at this. The bench. We're going to get a win thanks to the bench. Wonderful. Wemby sits down and the bench goes crazy. Giving us a 12-point lead. I have 0 again. Do I need to say it again? 0 rebound. 0 rebounds this game. After having 16 last game. It's crazy. Wild. But yeah, no, the Spurs are a new threat for sure. The Lakers, I don't think the Lakers are better actually. Right now, again, in the short term, I don't think they're better. Again, guys have to come back and be fully healthy before I'd say that they're better. I said in the short term, the Mavericks are better. Yeah, obviously the Kings are worse. The Kings are worse. The Spurs are way better. I mean, I guess the Kings have Levine. Oh, Kobe's on it today. My career's been good. I mean, the Lakers, it's a different team, but it's a lot different than being in the oh, what an and one. It's different than being in the like 3 games under 500 range for the whole season, trying to like get to 500 so that we can like get into a playoff spot. Like this has definitely been different, being number 1 in the conference, having other guys on the team that I can rely on to score. Kobe. Oh my word. But yeah, no, my career's been going well. Yeah, so I did the Wizards, my GM, a while back, like a month ago, which was really fun. I need to do more stuff like that. Steal it. Let's go.
Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Big dunk, Marion. But yeah, I want to do more of my GM stuff. Just because that's kind of fun. I enjoy that. And it goes kind of quick. It's like, you know, a week and a half, and you're kind of done with, you know, 15 to 20 years of, you know, a GM. But I also want to win a title with Wemby if I can. I didn't get a rebound. What is wrong with my rebounding today?
Here's Neal, shoots from 12. Bryant with the rebound. He's done a great job, Clark, of controlling the ball.
Boy, he sure has, Kevin. I mean, focus and quality ball handling. Very impressive.
That was tipped, right? Okay, that was tipped.
Impact on his team with that kind of work.
It stays here. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He's really in the zone and is racking up the points in bunches.
He certainly has. He's getting.
Unfortunately, the patch I downloaded.
They need to do something to get him out of his rhythm before it's too late.
Unfortunately, the patch I downloaded doesn't fix the age issue with draft classes in the association mode, so that's unfortunate. We can't get like real life players, you know, in there. I mean, I'll do it for the first maybe 2 or 3 seasons, but then after that, Dirk is crazy. But after that, I probably won't. But yeah, I do want to do another My GM soon. And I want to win a title with Wemby and then maybe go back to Chicago and win a title for the team that drafted me, you know? Or go to San Antonio and play with Duncan and Parker and Ginobili.
It's tipped. Here's the natural.
Oh, what a rebound, Marion.
Jacoby working on Howard. Neal lays out. Turn and gets it. Here comes.
Hey, we got vengeance on the Mavs though. And they beat us. They beat us, and now we beat them.
Here's Terry. Scooped up.
No, that was not a foul on Wemby. If that was a foul on anybody, it's Gasol.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
And he makes the first one. He's off on the second. Neal. Finally, they get the bucket.
He's just a man among boys. That destroyed any chance they had of guarding him.
All right, GG. Oh, how's doesn't matter. How's your My Career been? Did you finish your you won the title, right? You were like Finals MVP. with the Spurs.
Outlast the Mavericks, 63-54. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe was on something today. Wemby was disappointing today.
Great game, man. Great game. You were in the
10, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 fouls. Oof. No rebounds at 7-5. That's
More
tough.
often than not, they lose when it comes down
Lamar
to that.
Odom
I
got
tell you,
5 points and 4
another thing I really
assists.
liked out there was your ball
Marion, 4
distribution.
points, 5
Steve Nash
rebounds.
makes his teammates look so good. I saw that instinct in you out there. That's probably enough tooting your horn for now. Keep up this level of play.
Oh, look, the big three up there. Look at that. Brian Gasol, Wemby. The big three making plays. All right, we got vengeance on the Mavs. One of the 5 teams that have beat us. OKC's the other one. Cleveland, Portland. Yeah, so we got OKC coming up tomorrow. So we can get vengeance on them. OKC again. Houston, Portland. We got Portland 2 out of 3 in March. So we'll see how that goes. Almost at the end of the year. Man, you're averaging 27, 3, and 7. Nice.
Now let's check out the Sprite ice cold keys
So that's
today.
your second
Now, Clark, looking
second
at the
season,
Suns,
right?
What do they need to do to secure a win?
Kevin, it's going to come down to how well they deal with Kobe Bryant. A talented scorer inside. He loves, absolutely
I gotta get
loves
rebounds this
scoring
game.
in the paint. So what do? Send him outside. Don't let him get to the sweet spot in the paint area.
On the other side, Clark, how about the Lakers? What should they key on?
One factor is Steve Nash.
There we go. I already have more rebounds than I had last game. Yeah, second season. Yeah, so
Really played well against Houston.
basically my career is I bet the Spurs Popovich was looking, and he looked at my career and he said, wow, look at what happens when you have a really good point guard with Wemby. We need to trade for Fox. That's probably what happened, right? You saw, well, look at this guy averaging 27 points a game with Wemby. We need to put him and Wemby on the same team. Oh, get in there. Let's go. Good lucky bounce.
Here's Nash after the basket by the Lakers.
Yeah, surely Fox won't be nearly as good as you've been on the Spurs, though.
Leads him with the pass.
I got behind him. Come on.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
Suns on D, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
One of the things that I thought made a big impact was their ability to knock down the three-point shot consistently. They didn't waste time with the ball. When the open three was
This
available,
guy Lewis. I need to be guarding Stoudemire.
The Lakers missing that time.
Although I feel like the last time we played the Suns, Amari Stoudemire kind of owned me. But
Here's Barbosa. Nails
Barbosa.
that easy jumper.
way to work
Yeah.
that shot inside.
And the Lakers have possession.
Buddy Hield, he's streaky. Yeah, like he started off so good,
From the floor, they
but it's just, yeah. And I always want him to be so good.
at the right time. They move the ball.
Every time like he has a stretch like that for Philly or New Orleans or whatever team he's played for, he always has those where he gets like 30 points and then he'll do it for like a week and then he's just useless again. And it's like, I don't know what happens, but
Gasol inside, working on Stoudemire. Tosses it up.
nice, Gasol.
Gets it to go.
But also there have been some injuries, right, for Golden State too. I mean, they've had some injury issues. Like some guys with long injuries.
Now Stoudemire.
So that's also tough.
Five on the shot clock. Barbosa. Good from 11 feet out. He has 6.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter.
Yeah, no, he did. It's true. He tricked a lot of people because he did it for a long term. He did it for like 2 months at the beginning of the season.
With the soft touch.
Did Buddy Hield, but yeah, by the end of the season he was, or by the end of the season, by like 2 months later, he's kind of cooled off a little bit. I mean,
Here's Nash.
and some of it is kind of like the same with Clay. I mean, Clay hasn't been good all season for the Mavs. But like when he started off, he had a couple like 15, 18 point games. And now like he's just been doing nothing. Although now that Luka's been injured, they've started going to Clay a little bit more, and he's had a couple games. Like he had that one game where he hit like 7 threes in a quarter or whatever. So like he's definitely had some games, but yeah, he hasn't been very consistent.
Kept alive. Stoudemire in the post. Working on Gasol. The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
Looked like he had the
Oh, that's
edge.
true. Now you have
That's a bad
QP.
post close to the goal.
Quentin Post, who hit a bunch of threes.
It's
That one game, got a bunch of points.
Two
Oof.
hands for safety.
There's high percentage shots.
That's true.
And then there are 100% shots. That's as close as it gets right there.
Coach Jackson signals for a timeout. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the
But
NBA.
yeah, and
Take
with
a look at Amari Stoudemire.
with the Mavericks, we also have injuries. Again, we had Luka out, we had Kleber out, and Lively's out, kind of, and they're all kind of out a little bit long term.
Field goal
Not like day to
percentage
day.
is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here,
But we got rid of Kleber and Luka, so now it's just Lively. Once we get Lively back,
good shots on a regular basis.
maybe AB will get unlocked if he can play the 4, and then have an actual center playing the center position. Oh, good steal.
Breaking the action, so right now let's take a look at how the standings are as we go out west in the Western Conference after half the season has been played. Look at the Lakers. Here in the middle of the season, they're in
Draymond
great
just
shape,
got
sitting
back.
atop the conference.
And he's
And of course, the Phoenix Suns.
winning
just
games with his
way
defense.
behind.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
still
mean,
looking for their first win against this team. They've got to be extra motivated to try to
you know,
get
Draymond
over the
definitely
side of these guys.
makes a difference on that team for sure.
You've got to get to an open guy behind the arc.
So yeah, no, we'll see what
With his shooting
what happens. I mean, it's going to be interesting in the Western Conference, like which 10 teams make it into the playoffs, or like into the play-in or whatever. Because I just feel like I feel like there's probably 12 or 13 teams that could make it.
6 seconds to shoot. For 3. Barbosa's
Give me the
shot
rebound.
is
Let's
up.
go.
The Lakers with the slight lead.
Kaminga's still injured for another week or two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just seems like there have been a lot of injuries
Their interior defense
that like they were playing well, you know, the Warriors early on, and then yeah, they just had injuries and other stuff. But also, I mean, the Warriors, their whole thing at the beginning of the season was, well, we're going to play like 10 guys every game. So it's like that's what's going to be so good about us is we play like 10 guys, and you know we're deep. So I mean, injuries maybe shouldn't affect the Warriors nearly as much as it affects other people.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. Amari backs down. Warren. Shot is off. And
You
it's
feel like the Spurs won't make it because they still want a top pick? I think the Spurs are 100% in now. You don't make this trade to tank one more season. Like when you're as close as they are,
Here's the natural. Cans the shot.
when you make a trade like that, you're not making that trade to tank for one more season. You're making that trade because you want to win now. Especially because again, it's not like they're so far out of the playoffs. Like they still they're about 500. I mean they could, especially with the Kings. Oh, what a layup! Oh, what a layup! Because also with the Kings are going to be worse now, so you know that makes it a little bit easier for the Spurs too. I don't know. We'll have to see how they play it, but I'm surely. I mean, it might be something where Fox and Wemby, it just takes a long time.
basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for it.
Gasol to number 1.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
But I just think, like, unless Wemby and Fox, like, it just takes a long time for them to get used to each other,
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a
which
tough
then
guy to
maybe they
match
miss
up
the playoffs. I think they definitely make the playoffs. They have the Hawks pick for this year. Well, again, that's fine. They can still play it. I mean, that's a really good pick because the Hawks are, was it Jalen Johnson got injured? I mean, the Hawks are not nearly as good as they were in the beginning of the season. So that Hawks pick is going to be really high, which means that if I'm the Spurs, I'm saying, well, we can still play hard and make the playoffs, and we'll still get a top 10 pick because the Hawks are going to be terrible. So it's like a win-win for them.
Because they play with great freedom.
But again, we'll have to see.
And Phoenix has possession. 6-point game.
Whoa. What happened?
And he makes the first one.
Amari Stoudemire.
The game just glitched out and Stoudemire got free throws. Hold on, I was driving into the lane. Hello? And he only got one free throw. Like, what the heck was that?
Cypress Creek High School in Orlando, Florida. Did not start playing organized basketball until he was 14, and only played 2 years of high school level basketball.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. The game just glitched out there. It may have something to do because I was just out, like, after a timeout for, you know, I was on the bench for a little bit, so there may have been some. Oh, that was not a foul. There may have been some glitch related to that, but yeah, I've never seen that before. Ball don't lie, it wasn't a foul.
He sinks the second. So it's the Lakers now. 6-point lead. And coming up this Friday, it'll be Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics. They'll play host to the Charlotte
never mind.
Bobcats. Start time 7:30 Eastern.
They're a lot of fun to watch right now.
Right. Suns trailing.
But I mean, we still have, what, 2 or 3 more days of trades before the trade deadline.
Here's Barbosa.
We still have Jimmy Butler. We still have, there's definitely some other trades that need to be made. I think the Lakers need a big man.
Offense trumps good defense.
Yeah, there's definitely,
They trail by 6. The natural.
yeah, there's definitely still some big trades that can come through here before the end of Thursday.
Barbosa with it. Defended by Bryant. Shoots it up. Barbosa
Ooh,
gets
what a
the
shot.
Leandro Barbosa, known for his speed at getting to the rim, his mad dashes to the basket.
Trying to bait me. If you're gonna try and bait me, you need to do it without using Golden State. You see, I'm not gonna get baited by fake headlines like Giannis to Golden State, because A, Golden State doesn't have anything to trade for Giannis, and I know you're a Golden State fan, so I know that headline's coming right straight out of your dreams.
He's up against Gasol.
Straight out of wishful thinking. Oh, come on, let me get the rebound.
The Lakers could opt for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession.
Oh, put it up, Kobe. Oh, Kobe, stop giving up the
With
threes.
the three,
Oh, unlucky.
gets the board inside.
With nobody around, he can't get it to fall.
You have assets. Not Giannis level. Now the thing is, after this Luka trade, suddenly everybody thinks that they can trade for like a top 3 guy in the league. They're like, well, look, all it took to get Luka was AD in a first. Like, we have enough to match that. It's like, yeah, but you're missing out the fact that Nico Harrison is just like wanted AD really bad, and you know, all these other things. So I don't know.
Yeah, they've really been hot. But
I feel like they could have done Luka for Giannis. I feel like that would have been a decent trade. I mean, if Nico Harrison really wants defense, trade for somebody on the same like level as Luka, not somebody who's a level down.
welcome everyone. The second half of this 2K Sports NBA presentation.
Kaminga, Podzemski, Gary Payton, and 2 to 3 picks.
Now, here's
Sure, I mean, they would have to really want to get rid of Giannis, or Giannis would have to have like asked out. Like I don't think otherwise they're getting, even for that, I don't think they're getting rid of
He's having a party out there.
Giannis, because again, think about their team. They're basically,
point game.
because that's basically like the core of a Golden State team
From the paint, knocked loose. Stolen
that may or may not even make the playoffs. Why would you trade away? Let's just say that Golden State makes the play-in game this year, and Milwaukee is like the 4th seed in the conference. Why would they trade away the best guy on a 4th seed team to get 3 core players on a team that made the play-in game. Like, that just doesn't seem, you know, like good value. That's not where I wanted to pass the ball. Oh, my word. You're going to take the lead now. Yeah, he wants to win, and he's ready to move for it. Yeah, well, wanting to win doesn't mean going to Golden State. Honestly, if the way Nico Harrison saves this trade, and even then it may not even be saved, Nico Harrison has to trade Anthony Davis for Giannis. Then, okay, now we're talking. Now. Again, I'd rather have Luka, but I mean, at least now we've got somebody. You know, if he wants to win, he's got to go somewhere that can win. I don't think Golden State is ready to win right now.
These guys love the three-point shot, and they take full advantage of their outstanding shooters by using it a whole lot every game.
The 3 was trained by Clark. He has 7.
That's exactly the kind of start that you want to see here in the second half.
I mean, we'll see what.
Everybody contributed.
Because what you have to think about too is that you're saying, well, Golden State has a lot of young players and a lot of, you know, good young players. But now you're saying we're going to trade away all of those players to get Giannis. So actually now they don't have those good players. So now maybe the current Golden State team with Giannis might be able to contend for a championship. But now if you trade away like a good portion of that team, then they're not going to be good enough. So I don't know. That's what's so impressive about the Spurs trade, is that they didn't trade away their like young good players, really to get Fox.
As the Clippers come out with the win. Out at the Pepsi Center, a win for the Nuggets. San Antonio Spurs going down, and that's it for now. Here's our test.
Nice. Man, we're losing.
Nice shot by the 12th-year veteran out of St. John's. To the elbow. Barbosa with it. Defended by Bryant. The 10-footer. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Zion got traded. Now that's more believable, because Zion is like a distressed asset in New Orleans. I could believe that. Oh, and one, we needed that, man. We're down 4. No. The Lakers wouldn't trade for Zion. They don't need Zion. They need rim protection. Zion's always injured, but he's not. They need a rim protector. Nope, goaltending. My bad. Starting franchise, a fat player. Dude, fat injured players. I literally yesterday compared Luka to Zion and said, look, he keeps getting injured, and he's always injured, and he's always overweight. Like, are the Lakers gonna hire a nutritionist? Do they just trust their nutritionist so much that it's like just bring in all the fat best picks and we'll turn them into like fit players? I don't know, man. Like, wait. So wait, you're saying, whoa, you're saying Zion got traded to the Lakers for what? For like Reeves and Connect? Like what? Actually, how do you make those? There's like no way to make those salaries work, because Zion's on like a massive. They don't even have the contracts to make that work. Because like Zion's getting like $40 million a year. Man, why is Barbosa cooking us so hard? I feel like they would have to trade LeBron if they wanted to get Zion, because I feel like LeBron's the only contract they have left that's big enough. No, it's not. Yeah, now you're moving into the clickbait territory. There we go, Kobe. There we go. See, now you're moving into the clickbait territory. You're just repeating everything I say to make me believe it. Nope, not gonna Not gonna believe it until I see it. Until I see it on Shams's Twitter. I'm not believing it. Now that we don't have Woj anymore. Yeah, pass it away. That's what I thought, baby. Great defense from the Wembanyama.
They'll be facing the Atlanta Hawks. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3.
That would be crazy, though. It would be crazy if, like, Austin Reeves and LeBron, actually, with Zion, I think it would just be LeBron for Zion, because I think, and LeBron probably makes more than Zion, so I don't know what the trade would have to be, but yeah, that would be, no, my bad. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that'd be a crazy trade, though. It's like, LeBron's like,
and here comes Kobe Bryant. 9 points in the game so far. The natural
there we go. I mean, that'd be a crazy trade, right? Like,
12 points for him. That's too easy.
Lakers sign Bronny. They get Luka. Suddenly LeBron is like happy. They get his coach and JJ Redick. They do all this stuff for LeBron. And LeBron's like, I'm so excited to play with Luka. And then they're like, psych, go to New Orleans for the last like year of your career. Have fun. We're gonna get Fat Zion. There's like no way you would want Fat Luka and Fat Zion. Like, that would just be wild. Maybe Shams got hacked. Yeah, maybe. That was crazy with like the whole Luka trade. Everyone was like, the whole crazy thing about the Luka trade was that everyone thought Shams got hacked, and the reason they thought Shams got hacked was because the trade was so awful. It wasn't even like, oh yeah, like part of it is you're like, Luka can't get traded, right? So you're like, okay, this is obviously a hack. Then secondly, it's like, if you're gonna make up a fake trade for Luka, you have to include more first-round picks and like connect in Reeves. Like you can't have this absolutely awful whatever nonsense you put up here, Shams. Like, whoever hacked Shams obviously doesn't know what they're doing. And then it comes out like, nope, that's the actual trade. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way. KD, I don't know if KD can move. I mean, oh, they're coming back here. They're coming back here. We got a tight game here. Oh, come on. We needed it. We needed that.
And here we go with Steve Nash. He has 5.
Come on.
Let's loose for 3.
Nope.
Shot is off.
Fast break.
The Lakers have possession.
Put it up, Kobe. Fast break 3. Oh.
That was a judgment call.
Okay, I mean, again, this is what I'm saying. This week is crazy with trades. And now that, like, we have the Luka trade and the Fox trade, like anything seems possible now. Like, feels like that's just kind of upended the league in terms of trades. Like, anything is possible. Any player can move. No price is too high. Like, a lot of teams are in win now mode. I don't know. And I think also because my 3-point rating, I think is like 73 or 74. Swat him. Let's go. Like, the other thing is, like, with the draft, I think last year's draft, nobody really knew how good it was going to be, right? With Sarr and Ricochet, and, you know, it's like, who are these guys? Are they going to be good? We don't know. But, like, this year with Cooper Flagg and other guys, like, there's going to be a lot of teams trying to tank, which means that, like, a lot of these big contracts that you think you can't move because they're too big, a lot of teams will, like, trade their best player to take on a bad contract so that they can get worse for this draft and potentially have a chance at, like, a top 3 pick. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of factors that might make the next 3 days, next 2.5, 3 days, really interesting for trades. Dunk it. There we go, Wemby. But yeah, no, it's gonna be wild, man.
He's not the guy you would expect to compete in the dunk contest, but he can still throw it down when he needs to.
Now where's the Ben Simmons trade? I want Ben Simmons for Zion. Where's that trade? Two guys that just don't play. Just like trade them because why not? Although I think, is this year the last year of Ben Simmons' contract? After this, is he just like out of the league? Or does he have one more after this? I can't remember. And it's like the same for Zion. Like both of those contracts, I'm so interested like what's going to happen at the end of those contracts. Are they just going to like, because I mean they're still relatively young. There's still like the potential of them maybe being good, but they just have like no motivation to be good. And I don't know.
Sometimes if you've been on the wrong end in your mind of a foul, it's hard to shake that mentally for a player. It might take a couple trips back up and down the floor.
Well, the good ones are able to go into next play mode. The very good
All right, here I am trailing the play.
plays in the course of an NBA game.
There we go. I draw the big man out of the lane. Nobody to stop Sean Marion down low. What a play.
And get ready for the next play.
Sean Marion in the clutch.
Following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Lewis from close range. Can't hit. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way.
Ben Simmons just got traded for Bronny James in a 3-team trade with the nicest odds of going to LA. Oh, they're trying to get Giannis. Oh no, they're trying to get Giannis. They're getting Thanasis so that they can lure Giannis there next season. It'll be LeBron, Giannis, and Luka. Crazy. Oh, but then where's Bronny James going? Maybe Bronny James is going to Milwaukee.
Here are the Lakers with the ball.
And so then if Bronny James is going to Milwaukee, Milwaukee's trying to lure LeBron, while LA tries to lure Giannis with the Nasus. Oh my goodness, who's going to win? Who can who can lure the superstar first? That'd be a crazy trade too. That'd be wild. The salaries don't match up, but it'd be wild.
Six seconds to shoot. Here's Nash.
Nope. GG.
The Lakers.
We almost lost this one, but in the my bad. I was trying to pass you this all. 2 more wins, baby. I think we're had some good jump shots this game too, which was nice. But yeah, no, we were up to what 29 and 5.
Rebounds and securing the ball for his team.
GG. 59 points, pretty good scoring for our team. The natural. Jordan Brand player of the game, 18 and 7 and 5 assists.
Time for us to say goodbye. For Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller.
In a nutshell, I will call your
2 blocks too. 9 for 11. That's good. I'm shooting a higher percentage now. Barbosa is killing us though. Wow. Me and Kobe. Me and Kobe making it happen.
I was impressed with all your assists.
We did it in the first half and we did it in the fourth quarter, but we got destroyed in the third. Yikes. But 65%, that's good shooting. Good free throw shooting, good assists, good points in the paint, good total rebounds. Great game. Yeah, have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow, whoever's around. But good games today, good wins. And yeah, we'll see you later. Have a